The Big Valley was never meant to become one of television's most unforgettable Western dramas. In the beginning, producers imagined the series as a traditional frontier story focused mainly on the Barkley sons running their massive ranch through strength, violence, and cowboy toughness. Victoria Barkley was originally intended to remain in the background like many women in Western television during the 1960s. But everything changed when the creators realized the emotional center of the story should belong to the family's mother instead. That bold creative decision transformed the entire direction of the series. Suddenly, The Big Valley became more than just another horse-riding Western filled with gunfights and ranch disputes. It became a powerful family drama led by a strong, intelligent woman whose authority dominated every room she entered. This fresh approach separated the series from its competitors and gave audiences something rare for the time period, a Western where the true leader was not a cowboy, but a fearless matriarch. Even though Barbara Stanwyck eventually became the heart and soul of the Big Valley, her involvement in the project almost never happened. By the mid-1960s, Stanwyck was already one of Hollywood's most respected actresses with decades of success behind her. At the time, many major film stars looked down on television and considered it a major step backward professionally. Stanwyck had already rejected several television offers before The Big Valley appeared. But Victoria Barkley was different. Instead of playing a weak supporting role, she would portray a powerful ranch owner capable of commanding men, protecting her family, and handling business matters herself. That strength attracted Stanwyck immediately. Once she accepted the role, the show gained instant credibility and prestige. Yet what truly amazed the cast and crew was her work ethic. At 58 years old, while Barbara Stanwyck brought experience and legendary status to the series, several younger actors arrived with far less confidence. One of the biggest risks came with the casting of Lee Majors as Heath Barkley. At that point, Majors had almost no acting experience and very few screen credits. Acting beside Barbara Stanwyck could have intimidated even veteran performers, and Majors later admitted he felt overwhelmed during his first days on set. Fortunately, Stanwyck recognized his nervousness and personally helped guide him through the early stages of production. Her support allowed Majors to grow comfortable in front of the camera, eventually turning Heath Barkley into one of the most beloved characters on the show. Richard Long's journey into acting was equally surprising. Before becoming famous, he never even planned to enter Hollywood. He only joined a school drama class because it seemed easier than other subjects. During one performance, a casting director noticed him and encouraged him to pursue acting seriously, changing his life forever. Beyond the cameras and scripted drama, the cast of The Big Valley developed genuine relationships that made the family chemistry feel believable on screen. Barbara Stanwyck and Linda Evans formed one of the closest bonds on the set. Over time, Evans became so attached to Stanwyck that she reportedly called her "Mom" even when cameras stopped rolling. The two actresses also lived near each other in real life, which strengthened their friendship further. Their relationship did not begin perfectly, however. Evans was still young and inexperienced, while Stanwyck carried decades of discipline and professionalism. Sometimes Evans struggled to focus fully during filming, which occasionally frustrated Stanwyck. Yet instead of creating resentment, those early challenges slowly developed into understanding and respect. Stanwyck also treated other cast members like family, particularly Lee Majors and Peter Breck. She guided younger actors constantly and created an atmosphere where everyone felt important. That warm environment helped the cast deliver some of the most convincing family interactions in classic television Western history. Although The Big Valley became successful enough to inspire spin-off ideas, not every expansion plan worked out. Producers attempted to build a larger television universe around the show by creating two separate spin-offs. One focused on Sheriff Dave Barrett and aimed to explore law enforcement stories within the same Western setting. Another centered on Sajid Khan's Indian prince character from the episode The Royal Road. Despite initial excitement, both projects collapsed before production truly began. Still, The Big Valley itself remained powerful because of its emotional storytelling. One of the strongest examples came through Heath Barkley's storyline as the illegitimate son of Tom Barkley. His arrival forced the family into painful emotional conflicts involving betrayal, acceptance, resentment, and forgiveness. Victoria Barkley struggled with the knowledge that her late husband had hidden such an enormous secret. Her children also faced difficult decisions about whether Heath deserved acceptance as a true brother. These emotional themes made the series feel far deeper than an ordinary Western adventure. Behind the scenes, however, not everything remained peaceful forever. Richard Long nearly left the series after feeling frustrated that his character Jared Barkley was receiving less attention than Heath and Nick. Jared often acted as the calm thinker of the family rather than the aggressive fighter, which sometimes caused him to fade into the background. Contract discussions reportedly became tense, and for a brief period it appeared Long might leave entirely. Thankfully, the issues were resolved and he remained for all 4 seasons. Peter Breck also helped deepen his own character, Nick Barkley, by basing parts of the role on a real rancher he knew growing up. That inspiration explained Nick's explosive temper and emotional intensity. Rather than portraying him as simply angry, Breck gave Nick hidden vulnerability beneath the aggression. The realism of the characters matched the realism of the filming locations too. Unlike many westerns using fake studio sets, the Big Valley filmed outdoor scenes on an actual working ranch in California's San Joaquin Valley. One reason audiences connected so strongly with the Big Valley was because the characters constantly evolved instead of remaining simple stereotypes. Audra Barkley, played by Linda Evans, was originally intended to be a smaller background figure with limited importance. However, Evans brought emotional depth and charm to the role, quickly impressing writers and producers. As the series continued, Audra received larger storylines and became an essential part of the family dynamic. Several cast members also carried real-life military experience into their performances. Richard Long served in the United States Army during the Korean War, while Peter Breck spent time in the Navy. Charles Briles later joined the California National Guard during a tense period in American history, eventually forcing him to leave the show. Briles played Eugene Barkley, the youngest son, but after his departure the writers quietly removed the character instead of recasting him. These real-life experiences gave many cast members maturity and discipline that strengthened the authenticity of their performances. Barbara Stanwyck's incredible work on the Big Valley earned her a major honor in 1966 when she won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Continued Performance by an Actress in a Leading Role in a Dramatic Series. What made the moment memorable was how genuinely shocked she appeared when her name was announced. Her reaction felt natural and emotional rather than rehearsed. The victory carried special meaning because Stanwyck once doubted television entirely. Like many movie stars of her generation, she originally viewed television as less prestigious than film. Yet the Big Valley changed her perspective completely. Much of that success came from how revolutionary Victoria Barkley truly was. During the 1960s, Westerns usually centered around powerful men while women remained secondary figures. Victoria shattered those traditions. She controlled the ranch, made business decisions, commanded respect, and carried authority naturally without the show constantly needing to explain it. Her leadership helped redefine female representation in Western television and influenced future family dramas for decades afterward. Another reason the Big Valley stood out was its willingness to explore serious social issues rarely discussed openly in Western television at the time. The show addressed discrimination against Chinese railroad workers, conflicts involving Mexican landowners, and the unfair treatment of Native American communities. Rather than avoiding difficult topics, the writers presented these struggles directly through emotional storylines and character conflicts. During the 1960s, this type of storytelling was considered bold for primetime television. The series also attracted many famous guest stars who helped keep episodes exciting and unpredictable. Future stars and television legends such as Regis Philbin, William Shatner, Milton Berle, Richard Dreyfuss, and Cloris Leachman all appeared on the show at different times. Despite these strengths, the Big Valley constantly lived in the shadow of Bonanza, another hugely popular Western airing during the same era. Bonanza usually earned higher ratings and broader popularity, but many critics later argued that the Big Valley offered deeper emotional storytelling and far more complex family relationships.